You head to the Nether to farm blazes, but blazes don't spawn. Minecraft's only difficulty that is deemed impossible to beat without the help of cheats or specific worlds. But I want to change that. Therefore, I'm giving myself 24 hours to find a way to beat the game, and if the timer runs out... Is this game mode really impossible? I sure hope not, otherwise I'm about to look
How
ridiculous.
could you get blaze rods?
Blaze rods and ender pearls to beat the game, and frankly, I don't know.
Blaze rods are the difficulty. That's a hurdle.
I think first I want to get myself some iron so I can get myself a portal to the Nether. Probably a good time to mention, I was talking to my friend right before this, and he dared me to use the first world that I spawn in, and so I said yes, because apparently I'm a sucker for putting myself in a terrible situation. Oh, look, a village. Honestly, can I just, like... What? You don't even care! Oh my god, this is incredible! I can see why peaceful mode's just the best. Come here, Timmy. I took my new friend Timmy, turned him into a bucket, and used him to make a nether portal to get blaze rods. I am on an adventure, looking for the blaze rods. Why do I keep forgetting that peaceful mode doesn't spawn the blaze rods? I mean, what kind of moron? This is the part where everyone that's tried to beat the game in peaceful mode has failed. Obtaining blaze rods. In order to beat the game, blaze rods are a required step.
Wait a second.
On easy or even hard difficulty, we can just walk into another fortress, find a blaze spawner, and kill a blaze. No problem. But since we're playing on peaceful...
Can't you find Eyes of Ender in a fortress? Or not, but that you can find...
So the answer seems obvious.
You could find them in a...
Spawn. Surely it's an impossible task.
I'm trying to figure out what color.
But I'm not giving up that easy. So after quite a bit of research, I stumbled across this video showcasing a method to obtain blaze rods in peaceful mode. This sounds perfect. It seems like the exact solution to my problem. However, there's a catch. Because in order to obtain the blaze rods, I would need to downgrade my world to version 1.0, the oldest version of Minecraft. Now, downgrading a world isn't really a new concept, but that doesn't make it any less dangerous. Your entire inventory gets deleted, world generation gets corrupted, and Minecraft starts to crash constantly. Now, like I said before, I'm only playing on this single world. Safely loading another world isn't an option. So, I made myself a backup and began the downgrade. Oh, Jesus, okay. Oh, this game is so laggy. I don't know if this is playable. What is this? What? Oh my god, no. I'm actually gonna break my game. Oh, crap. Thankfully, a quick restart of Minecraft seems to have solved my problem. However, I'm not quite out of the woods yet. Now, the dude who made that video, Crafter Dark, I don't even know if the video is legit. It could be fake for all I know. But the dude is claiming that there are actually blazes spawning in the Nether. I don't know, I kind of want to check that out, so I guess we'll go back to the Nether. Again, I literally did this, like, not too long ago. Oh, God, you can't even quick craft. Oh, this is so weird. I think the biggest slap in the face is that I have to place every single block in the crafting table. What is that? Boom! Oh, this thing, I'll tell you, this thing picks up speed, though. Oh.
Yep, and there's the old...
I already missed normal Minecraft. Okay, enough messing around. I just need to get down to the mines and get some diamonds. I'm making myself another portal. Honestly, should not be playing this late at night in the dark. It gave me the heebie-jeebies. I'll be honest, I forgot how eerie mining in this version of Minecraft can be. It's pretty scary, but I kept pushing forward and found enough. 2011 Minecraft. That's just what you do. Hold on a second. I don't have a way down. Can I?
Uh-oh. Yeah, he forgot that only one block.
No, you cannot. Uh-oh. Yeah, so, good old Chiefy Poo stuck in what we like to call a severe, high-impact, and terrible situation. Now, luckily for me, there was water right next to me, and it took a couple attempts, but I managed to stick the landing like a grade A Olympic athlete. But I wasn't out of the woods yet, because I seem to have forgotten to write down where my base was. A rookie mistake. Now, luckily, I recorded some footage, and I was able to reverse engineer where exactly my base was. However, that whole process burnt another valuable hour. Now, sure, it was a bit of a setback, but we didn't lose any of our items. Gotta look at the positives. Oh my gosh, so sleepy, but we're in the nether! I'm really banking on Dark's method to work. I'm actually just gonna keep going. I'm not gonna think about it. Yeah, I'm just gonna, oh. Whoa, okay.
Here we go, familia.
Yeah, he forgot that you can't just use, you have to, so one bucket of water did not suit it. You still die.
Okay, that's a drop. Oh, okay, there's the fortress. Just take a look up here. Now, if Dark's theory's correct, any moment now it should... Yes! Yes! Oh my god, Dark's theory proposes that in Minecraft 1.0, peaceful mode was coded in such a way that the blaze spawners...
They spawn, but they just...
blazes. However, the game would eventually remember it's in peaceful mode and remove the mobs almost immediately. The key word in that sentence is almost. Slowing down the footage, you can see the blazes in the game for exactly 3 whole frames. So, theory stands, if I can kill the blaze during that window of time, it should drop a blaze rod. Okay, so just flat out, gonna need the strongest sword. After doing a little bit of research, it seems like the best weapon is a diamond sword.
If you jump up and crit, if they added crit back then, I don't know.
Sword here, gonna make me an enchanting table. Yeah, I'm gonna need a lot of bookshelves. A lot of bookshelves means a lot of sugar cane.
That means a lot of time.
Now listen, I hate to be a negative Nancy, but between the research, the figuring out Dark's method, and these dang crops, I have burned a lot of time. I mean, I've even made an efficient crop farm design to help improve my rates, but the sugarcane wasn't growing, and I resorted to some desperate measures. Come on, man, you gotta grow. I'm running out of time. Listen, I won't force you to subscribe to my YouTube channel like those other suckers watching this video. So I went back to my best friend Google and started researching a little bit. And you know what I found? A duplication glitch. No way that works. 4, 5, 6. So if I want this to work, I just take my diamonds, put one here, and then... No. Oh my god! Dude! Listen, I see you keyboard warriors about to judge the hairy heck out of me. But just remember, I ain't using cheats or another seed. I'm still in survival.
You're still using the game's code to its advantage, so yes. Wait, what? Did that just say 65?
I'm still in survival. So I'm gonna just keep doing my thing.
35.
Okay, I'm just gonna grab you, bring you all the way over here. Yeah, let's just get that sucker in there. Ah, yes, the next piece of the puzzle. To enchant anything in Minecraft, you need levels. But we're playing in Minecraft 0, where the only way you can actually get experience is from killing hostile mobs. Oh boy. And passive mobs. But remember, we're playing peaceful mode. So... Yes, come with me, I know you like it. You probably prefer carrots, but since they're not in the game yet, yeah, you can't be picky. Alright, now you all get to eat. Eat, eat, eat. Go find your partners, make babies, right? It's like a mosh pit. You just gotta really get your feet wet, you know? Just hop in on the fun. Yeah, don't worry about it, guys. Now, before I show you guys what I've done, I just want to clarify something to the PETA organization. You guys gotta understand. Listen, it's for the content.
Happy.
Okay, now sure, it's not the best living conditions, but it's okay.
No, those are good living conditions. Keep those animals like that.
That went on for 20 minutes, and all I have to show for that is 24 levels. I honestly thought that the breeding farm was going to be more than enough, but unfortunately it's not, because thanks to this enchanting guide I found, I need to be at least level 34 to get sharpness 4 on my sword. Time is of the essence. So I prepped some swords and set off into the wilderness once more.
He's hunting down animals like an assassin.
Let's go! First try. Didn't even need the backup. Let's go! Well, I guess it's now or never. Oh, I'm so nervous. Everything's riding on this. Everything that I've worked so hard for is riding on this. If this doesn't work, the entire video is going to be for nothing. Another fortress is in sight. Okay, I'm walking down the stairs. Oh, yeah, right underneath me. Yeah, it's right down here. Cool. Alright, Mr. Blaze Spawner, don't fail me now. Okay, I'm gonna put together a little farm like Dark did in his video. Hopefully this will be good enough. Here, let me pull up my...
I wonder if Dark actually commented on
If
here.
this works, I am gonna be losing
I don't think so.
my
It's not
absolute
him.
mind.
Got one!
No freaking way. No. No. It's possible. Let's go. Let's go. Oh my god. Yes. Yes, 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 yes. Oh my god, yes. Oh my god. I
Come on, give me a
cannot
second.
believe that.
Minecraft. Stronghold. Let's see, Stronghold, loot. Let's see, loot. Huh, wait, did they actually remove, Eye of Ender from, I think they did. I swear to God, you could find them. This stupid fly. Give me a second. Where is it? Idiot. Shot him with a assault gun. Get wrecked, nerd. I just blasted him away. I don't even know where he is. Oh, I see him. I'm gonna finish you off, old nerd. Let's say goodbye, because this is Destiny, buddy. Where you go? There you are, you little... Oh, and I kicked him right in... You know what? I'm not going to shoot you anymore. I just accidentally shot him into a spider web. You're going to stay there and die. I hope a spider comes and eats you. I have a bunch of spiders in my basement. Yeah, you're about to get... You're going to suck. There you go, I just put you back into the food chain. Nerd. I will let you suffer.
Like, what? I'm sitting here just shook. Now, even though we have the blaze rods, we still need ender pearls to beat the game. Luckily, we can trade for them with villagers. But since villagers aren't in this version of Minecraft, we need to upgrade our world back to 1.18. You know, the place where... place where we met Timmy. So I prepped my inventory with everything I may need, and I said my final goodbyes. Well, we've been through quite a lot in these past few hours, but I gotta go off in search of a village. I don't know if we're gonna see each other again, but I hate goodbyes, so, you know, I'm just not gonna say anything. Oh my god, we literally, look at this, we got all of our stuff from 1.0 into 1.18.2. Oh my god, the generation's good, like everything's good. Yeah, that isn't good generation. I will say, this does make me a bit worried that the villages could have also gotten corrupted. Thankfully, they did, but it just took a little more adventuring to figure that out. Village! 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 Okay. Man, I was literally just about to say how much hope I was about to lose. You finally decided you want to come and restock your ender pearls? Come on, man, you're like the one thing in my way from making this a reality. Oh my god, please come. Oh, yes! All you have to do is ask nicely, ladies and gentlemen. Let's make some eyes of ender. The stronghold is that way. I should be still going the right way. Oh, we are hot. Baby, we are so hot. Oh, this is it, dude. This is it. Boys, they said it couldn't be done. They said it was impossible. Yeah, that sounded really cocky. I'm sorry. But I am in peaceful mode, just in case there was any questions. That leaves me with only one thing left to do. Let's go! Oh my god. You know, I'm just realizing now, this probably makes me the world record holder.
Debunking your Turbo Minecraft escape rooms.
Minecraft escape rooms ranging from tiny bedrock boxes to torture chambers to carefully crafted masterpieces in the hopes that I'd play them all and be impressed. And honestly, I am impressed at how bad they all are. Look how easy this is to escape. Who designed this? What even is this? You guys are cooking your escape rooms well done for the Gordon Ramsay of Minecraft prisons. Okay, but in all seriousness, playing your maps was a roller coaster from completely broken puzzles to learning insane glitches I never knew existed. But they were still far from perfect, so hopefully you all learned something from my debunked videos, because today, I'm debunking you. So, I find myself trapped in a tiny bedrock box in the corner of a bedrock room. I couldn't reach any containers except this one hopper that only had 4 oak planks. Looking around, I also noticed a crafting table below me, but there was nothing behind it. So this is everything I have. I can't quite make a trapdoor or a boat, so I don't think there's anything I can craft that's useful. This is really not a lot to work with. I almost feel like giving up already. But then, you know what, fine, I'll just say the line. But then I had a very good idea. I used F5. See, using F5 gave me a whole new perspective, and I was able to see outside of the escape room, where I realized the walls were only 1 block thick, and there was a room right next to me that didn't have a roof. But then I looked around the room I was in, and I noticed a hopper I couldn't have seen before. I wonder where you got that idea from. Anyway, I realized that I might be able to open the hopper if I jumped and right-clicked at just the right time, and sure enough, it was possible. And inside the hopper was... Oh no. Well, okay. Thanks for the ender pearl, I guess. And here's the sad part. I don't know how, but this was somehow the most common mistake I saw. Putting ender pearls in a room with 1 block thick walls.
Yeah, that's how you glitch out.
Speedrun vault. And I beat it in 20 seconds. Like, seriously, do you guys realize how broken ender pearls are? At one point, I felt so bad for choosing so many prisons the exact same way that in one room I just gave in and used the ender pearl the intended way. And then just seconds later, it gave me a second ender pearl. You know what? At this point, you're just asking to be debunked. Forget this. Screw this. I'm skipping ahead till we find a different map. I don't care. Nope. No. Wait, what's this? What the? Alright, I found a good one. So, I'm trapped 100 feet underground on a small platform surrounded by void on all sides. And this room looked really strange. There seemed to be some kind of contraption with pistons, torches, observers, and carrots, I guess. That explains this rabbit stuck in a glass cage here. Now, of course, I found a hopper in F5, which had a powdered snow bucket, a stack of carrots, and 3 snowballs. It looked like the goal was to update that observer, but for that I'd have to break those carrots from all the way over here. And to do that, I think I need to somehow break the torches. So I decided to start throwing my snowballs at the target piston contraption thing to start breaking them, because no crops in Minecraft can survive in darkness. And that was a perfect plan until I realized I can't even break the second torch. So I double-checked F5 and noticed a cauldron with another powdered snow I didn't see. Now, I'd love to just parkour to the other side using the powdered snow, but I don't have leather boots. And that's when I remembered the rabbit. And suddenly it clicked. The achievement you get when you step on powdered snow is light as a rabbit, which implies that rabbits can step on powdered snow. Not only that, they can eat planted carrots. This whole time I was thinking I had to break the carrots, but I just have to update them. The goal is to get this rabbit to those carrots, and powdered snow is the key. I'll use my carrots to attract the rabbit towards me as I keep moving the powdered snow until... Oh. Alright, let's try this again. Don't jump off this time. Okay, everything's fine. We're fine. Why? Finally, a rabbit with the will to live. Well, he made me with the carrots, and after staring into space for 40 minutes, he ate them, updating the observer, activating dispensers above me, which gave me 2 shulker boxes. The first one held a looting sword and 4 cobwebs, but the second one dispensed as a block. So I tried standing on the first shulker to see if I could jump and reach it, but I was just 1 block short. Luckily, I know how to make an extra block with just these items. Pretty simple. Cut up the cobwebs with the sword, get string, make wall. The second shulker had 3 leather and 3 rabbit hides. Now, if you remember from my hopper prison, all you need to infinitely nerd pull out of a pit like this is just 2 powdered snow and leather boots. So I can completely escape this room if I can just get 4 leather. All I'm missing is 1 rabbit hide. Hey. Oh, I swear to overall, it was a
He jumped off.
Next. This next map was a lot more challenging. It's a giant statue of a shulker nearly filled with bedrock, and you start in a tiny room in the center with no openings and no items except for a single acacia plank. Now, I wouldn't blame you if you thought this was impossible. How do you get out of a fully sealed bedrock box with just 1 plank? Well, I don't know about you, but I have a very good idea. I used the F5 glitch to look for secrets behind the walls, and it didn't take long for me to find the next room. The question was, how do I get there? And then I caught a glimpse of it. Redstone. Of course, I have to make a button. Oh, what else would you do with a plank of wood? Lo and behold, after all too easy. The best part is that pearl glitching through the wall is actually the intended solution this time. Now, the first thing I saw in room 2 was a wall of signs that said real bedrock, not clickbait. And yeah, seems legit. There was also this side room with a target block across a pit of lava. It seemed like it would activate this dropper in the ceiling, but why power the dropper if I can't even reach the item it drops? The only other thing in this area is this exit 3 blocks up here, but there's nothing to access, so that's everything. And I was stuck in this room for 6 hours until I realized, oh wait, it's not actually bedrock. What I uncovered looked like some kind of Amsa school worshipping room. Why? And of course the hopper in the middle of the room contains another hopper. You guys realize these jokes aren't going to make any sense if people haven't seen my other videos. Well, I figured I'd collect all the candles, banners, and this chest, and also check under the altar just in case. What I found was interesting. 1 shulker spawning. Okay, first things first. I have enough blocks to get up to the exit, and the next room is an even higher exit. Of course, we're probably thinking the same thing right now. If I spawn the shulker here, I could get up there with levitation, but there's one thing we're still missing. There still has to be something important in that dropper, right? But I'd have to be able to get through the window to actually reach it. Fortunately, I think I can. Shulkers have a solid hitbox, so if I spawn out right on my face, I'll get forced into crawl mode where I can just about open the dropper myself. Look, I know using the shulker here is risky, and this probably isn't even the intended solution, but I can't leave this area without at least checking the dropper first. What? It's just a piston. What was the point? Ah, that was such a waste of a shulker. I should have just used it for levitation the first time. Okay, this isn't hopeless yet. I don't have the shulker anymore, but I have candles, which conveniently don't break when you remove the block they're standing on. So if I keep placing and breaking the piston, I can create a staircase of candles, so I guess the piston wasn't completely useless. After going down the next corridor, I noticed another wall of signs that said real bedrock, not clickbait. Yeah, I'm not falling for that again. Behind the deep slate was a tall room with a floor of lava, 3 hoppers in the wall, and an exit at the top. Presumably I have to open each hopper to get to the end, and I can just about reach the first one. It's another shulker. Okay, yeah, I've learned my lesson. I'll just get levitation. I guess we'll fly to hopper number 2. Another shulker. Well, wait a minute. I don't have to summon this. I can still use the levitation from the first guy. Hopper 3, you'll never guess what's inside. Again, though, the first shulker can still reach me, so I'm leaving this room with 2 shulkers to spare. Already at room number 5, and we have a pillar of shulker boxes and a sign that says, if you're cool, you do it the correct way. So the sign is referring to the fact that if you were lazy, you could just mine the shulker boxes and nerd pull back up. But the second and cooler way is to parkour up the shulker boxes by opening them one at a time. You want to guess which way I picked? Option 3. Room 6 is somehow weirder. There's a few things dotted around the room, but, like, the exit's only 2 blocks up, so, let's just pick option 3 again. I don't know how to properly express this, but every single room in this map is weirder than the last. Let me just summarize. The final room is a cinnamon bun shop for some reason. I got a fence gate, and I'm told I have to look for something under the floor. So in other words, I have to mine every block of the floor to find the exit to the whole map. And the only thing under the floor was 1 obsidian block. So I spent 5 minutes of my life and mined it. And there was another one. I mined that one. There was another one. Oh no. This map is evil. Why would you put this in your escape room? I thought I was finally done. It's not even a puzzle, it's just mean. Eventually I made it to the bottom of the pit, but now I have to mine obsidian blocks horizontally. Luckily, I figured out a trick with the piston and the button from the first room, so I could get into crawl mode and only have to mine half the blocks. But it gets worse. After hours of mining, I started seeing pockets of water and lava. This was literally designed to be torture. Luckily, I was able to block off the fluids with shulkers and the alms banners from the cult room. This is why you conserve resources, kids. Soon I made it to the final stretch, a 100 block long tunnel of obsidian on top of cobwebs, on soul sand, on ice, and a command block to give you slowness just to make the experience as
Oh my god.
Soul sand on ice? There's no way you made this mistake. You idiot! I can just mine under the cobwebs. Even better, I can still get into crawl mode with a fence gate, and now I just have to mine the ice and block off the water with the alms banners. I guess you could say the solution was, alms? Anyway, that's the longest escape room I've ever played. 3 out of 10. Hopefully the next map doesn't have as much mining. Oh, I'm gonna have to mine all this ice, aren't I? Okay, this might not be so bad. It looks like there's just bedrock behind it. In the meantime, the only other things in this room are a lever, a full cauldron, and a bed. But if there's a bed, in theory I can just reset my spawn, build a staircase, and die of fall damage to respawn outside. Nope, they set my spawn point in the cell. Well, since there's nothing left to do, I guess we'll have to start mining and hope we find something. So, that's what I did. I dug through the snow until I found a chest boat. Inside was a bucket and a snow block, but those weren't what struck me as useful. It was the boat. With both a boat and a bed, I should be able to perform the squilly glitch. This is that glitch where you put a boat in the way of your respawn point, so the game has to keep looking higher and higher for an unobstructed spot to respawn, and I'm guessing that's where the next room is going to be. So to test my theory, I set up the glitch and started obstructing all the other potential spawn points around it. But then, as I was breaking the ice, I noticed a block of stone. Oh no, maybe there is something hidden behind the walls. Well, I mined to check, and what I found could not have been better. Nothing. Literally. It turns out the reason there was stone is because the map is built underground, and to put it lightly, one of the bedrock walls is missing. Maybe the map creator accidentally deleted it? Don't ask me how or why, but honestly I'm sick of these tedious escapes, so I'm just gonna rebuild the squilly setup a few blocks deep into the wall, so when I die, I respawn on the surface and skip the entire escape room. 10 out of 10. Next map. Okay, so there's a light gray stained glass pane in a hopper. Good luck. Wait, what did I just say about tedious maps? Finding a single glass pane in all these hoppers would take forever. And I'm in adventure mode? What is this? Oh no. I just checked who the map creator was. Do you remember the first room of my 150 player event when one player completed the entire parkour and then failed at the very last jump? That person made this escape room to get revenge, and every room is designed to torture me. Why do you guys all just want me to suffer? Fine, you want to play like that? I'll play your game. Throughout the map, I had to fight hoppers, endure head hitters, 5-block jumps, MLGs, and eventually a triple neo. The same jump the map creator failed. But there's just one problem. I did one test jump just to see how hard it was going to be, and after I failed, I got back up, and without even adjusting myself, I made the Neo second try. Is that it? That's your pathetic attempt to torture me? That was easy! Oh, there's more. Oh, time for a quiz. Wrong answer equals death. That doesn't sound too bad. Who created this map? Why not 690? 9 plus 10, not 21. Like charges, repel. Oh, this is easy. Angles in a dodecahedron sum to how many degrees? Well, since you asked. A normal dodecahedron is 12 pentagonal faces with 5 angles summing to 60 angles total. We can figure out the angles of a pentagon by cutting them into 5 triangles each.
Which is like 72 degrees between each one.
360, making them 72 degrees each. Every triangle's angles sum to 180 degrees, meaning the outer two will be the difference between 180 and 72. That's 108 degrees per angle times 60 is 6,480. That was all one breath. Okay, final question. What are one-syllable words called? Monosyllabic or monosyllabic? Well, actually it's monosyllabic with 2 L's, but I'll assume this is what you meant. What? Wait, I googled it. I was right. The quiz is wrong. How do you have the audacity to put a quiz in an escape room and not even have the right answers? Okay, now we're in the real final room. Let's get this over with. It's a giant maze where I have to find all the letters of a password and put it on paper. Lucky for me, I have the power of F5, so using F5 gives me... you get it. Well, after about 10 minutes of searching, I found all 4 letters and figured out the password was rock. What's wrong? I know I have the right password. Is it broken? What? Oh, I missed 1 letter. The password isn't rock. It's rocks. I hate this map. 0 out of 10. Alright, so the next map has, rules, and I'm not really a big fan when it comes to rules in escape rooms, but let's see. No breaking netherite blocks, no breaking deep slate brick stairs, no breaking signs, and throw away items when told. Hang on. That's better. Now, despite the existence of rules, this first puzzle was actually pretty good. I found a chest with an enchanting table, and there was a crafting table below this water. So I only have 3 blocks, but I need to get up to an opening that's 5 blocks up. Now, it didn't take long for me to realize that to some extent, you can actually use the water itself as a block, because you can just barely swim onto an enchanting table. And after that, parkouring onto the chest and crafting table get me to the next room. And the next room is also pretty neat. I only have an oak slab and a piston, and I need to get to this crawl space down here, but there's only one power source in the room, a redstone block all the way up here. It seems impossible, but if you place the slab on the bottom half of a block and place the piston 1 block away from the redstone, it just barely bud powers the piston and solves the room. By the third room, I realized the point of the don't break deep slate stairs rule. Don't worry, I'll be very happy not having to mine anything excessive again. By the looks of it, the exit to this room is that tiny hole all the way over there in the ceiling above this giant pit of void. So I checked F5 for more information and found one chest. We're working with a lava bucket and a redstone torch to get all the way over there. I'll admit this one took me a while, but I'll give you a hint. I can't do it with the items in this room alone. If you remember, there's a source of water in the very first room, and now I have a bucket. Conveniently, my remaining 3 items are just enough to build a setup so I can get back through the crawl tunnel. So I made it all the way back to room 1, picked up the water as well as everything else in that room, and crawled back through the tunnel. Suddenly I realized why the water might not be so useful. Yeah, even when I try crouching, every time I right-click the stairs, it always waterlogs, so I can't really place the water in this room. Well, that's not completely true, is it? The only reason I can't place water is not. Yeah, this works. Okay, I just have to keep breaking and placing this piston over and over, and I think I can pretty much climb all the way to the other side. As it turns out, this isn't actually the way you're supposed to solve this part, but if you think you might know the real intended solution, let me know in the comments. One unnecessarily long tunnel later, and I arrive at a sign that says, throw away your water bucket here. There's that give away your items rule coming into play. Now, on the one hand, I could just ignore the sign and move on, right? But on the other hand, there's a sliding block gate similar to the one from the Hopper prison blocking my way. I can't mine through it, and it won't open unless I give up the water. It seems like I have no choice. If it weren't for the fact that this kind of gate has been debunked. Yes, I have been debunked. A couple months ago, this guy named Plighting explained how the only reason you can't break moving blocks is because every time it slides, you start mining the block behind it, and so of course your mining process just keeps resetting over and over. Simply put, all you have to do to get around this is find an angle where you wouldn't be mining another block behind it, and it just won't reset. And boom, with that simple fact, you can break through almost any moving door, and I get to move on without giving up my water bucket. Now, the final room piqued my interest. There was a nether portal, as well as an empty hopper and a crafting table on the wall. Down this hallway was a sign that said, throw away your water bucket here. Wait, what? Did it know? Did it know I was gonna smuggle it? Okay, well, anyway, all that's left to look at is this huge chute upwards at the very end of the hallway with another moving stone door. It looked like it was there to stop me from placing the water so I can't just swim up it, but yeah, let's just ignore that. I just want to see what's in the nether first. I real quickly walked through the portal, and the first thing I saw was 6 item frames with 5 oak planks and a water bucket. Oh, there's a second water bucket. That makes a lot more sense. The only other thing in this room was this lava in the wall, but now, let's be honest, I've already figured out how to escape the final room using water. I'm just too nice to actually do it. And I realized what the intended solution was. They want you to build a cobble generator and then craft a wooden pickaxe to get all the stone. But I know of a third way to escape, and it's even faster and cooler than the last 2. It has to do with a flaw with nether portals that I learned from an actual speedrunner. The first thing you need to know is that a player takes exactly 4 seconds from entering a portal to go through it. But if you place water in the portal after exactly 4 seconds has passed, you can break the portal on the exact same tick you go through it. Now, if that sounds really hard to do, I'll let you know I've had a lot of practice with this glitch from speedrunning escape rooms, and it's actually made a lot easier with a 120 beat metronome to help you keep the timing. The empty bucket indicates that it works, and with the overworld portal broken, when I walk back through it, it'll generate a fresh new portal outside the escape room entirely. That was a pretty good map, and a good example of me knowing both the intended and unintended solutions. But this next room is kind of the opposite. I don't know if anything I did in this map was intended or not. So all the confusion starts in another build up to a ledge puzzle. We're given string, a button, a chest, 2 oak planks, an oak slab, an oak fence, a carpet, and there's a slab and an end portal up against the wall. I tried to see just how far up I could go, and it went about as well as you'd expect. The cobble slab really isn't helping. I know there's nothing hidden in this room, so I either need to figure out like the perfect order of block placements to just barely make it, or I'd have to somehow use the same blocks multiple times. Now, that sounds impossible, and it mostly is. Technically, the reason you can't reuse blocks while they're pulling up is because the item it drops spawns to the coordinates of the broken block, which is always much lower down than you can reach. But interestingly, a carpet is a unique block in that it acts like it's here when you're standing on it, but its actual coordinates are technically here. This means as long as you have something to put the carpets on, you can reuse the same carpet multiple times, which is perfect because I have string and a button. That little trick got me to the portal frame where I saw yet another piece of string, meaning I got to use the same carpet 3 times to get to the exit. Room number 2 is not like the last. I couldn't immediately see any items, but there was a hole in the wall, 2 holes in the ceiling, one of which had a target block, and a block of real bedrock, not clickbait. Behind it was a dropper with white stained glass, and behind that was a chest that was just barely out of reach. I was half tempted to place the glass block so I could reach the chest, but I probably need to use it somewhere else. Well, actually, I don't see any reason I can't just borrow the target block. If it ends up being important, I can just put it back in the hole later. So, let's see what's in the chest. A bucket and 3 redstone. Yeah, I checked, and apparently that's every item I can get in here. So which hole am I supposed to go in? I know I don't have enough blocks to build into the ceiling, so the only option would be to get into crawl mode somehow. Wait! Okay, so remember that video where I got in crawl mode by clipping into an iron bar because the adjacent snow layers were slightly shorter? No? Well, either way, a target block is shorter than a fence, so the same principle necessarily applies. In theory, if I place the fence up against the wall, and I place the target block adjacent to it, then as the fence's hitbox updates to touch it, it will clip through mine, allowing me to phase all the way through it and below it. That was crazy, but probably not intended. Well, the crawl tunnel sent me through a quick maze that ended in front of a stupidly huge lava pit. Like, massive lava pit. This time, the only blocks available in the room are a bit of dirt and 16 planks. I was struggling to fathom how 30 blocks could get me across all of that. Even if I made slabs, I don't even have a way to tell how long that is. It could be up to 200 blocks. While I was brainstorming, I started to wonder if the roof was open or if it was just covered in barriers. It doesn't hurt to check. So I built up and it turns out, yeah, there is one layer of barriers at the top. But if that's true, then actually, forget the lava. I may be able to cheese this entire escape room with a trick that involves just 2 boats. Basically, all you have to do is place and enter a boat just below the roof. And when you get out of it, you'll be stuck, but your head is sticking out just enough that you can place and enter a second boat, completely exiting the entire prison. Which brings me to the main issue of this video. It's a basic problem with game design that most of the puzzles in this video seem to struggle with. And if I'm gonna debunk you guys, I might as well give some constructive criticism. Okay, imagine a river that flows from a high altitude eventually all the way down to the ocean through whatever path takes the least resistance. If you wanted the river to go in a direction of your choosing, you would need to make said direction be that least resistant path. It can't be told the right way to go, it just goes. A player in an escape room or any puzzle game is exactly the same way. Whether they think it's intentional or not, they'll get down to the metaphorical ocean via the first route they find, which isn't necessarily the same for everyone, but the key issue is that other, less resistant solutions can very easily slip through the cracks in such a dynamic game. The whole point of my debunk video was to show escape room YouTubers who somehow never found the most obvious path because they only knew the intended way. This video is the opposite. If you want to overcome this problem, you have 2 options. A, just make the intended path easier. The other paths will still exist, but almost no one will find them because they're more complicated. Or B, carefully playtest and review and micromanage every detail to rigorously eliminate every single path except the one you want. This is easier said than done. In fact, it's impossible, but this final map is a perfect example of trying that. It's called the Devil's Puzzle Box, and it uses glitches I've never even heard of. Now let me be clear, this map is actually designed in a way I prefer over regular escape rooms. It's a puzzle box, which means you're not supposed to roleplay and pretend you're in a bedrock prison. In fact, you're encouraged to analyze everything in Spectator before you start because it's only about the puzzles. Admittedly, this kind of does make the F5 key become useless, but if you think about it, Spectator is really just the ultimate F5. Well, here's the first room. It looks very simple. It's about 50 blocks tall and completely sealed at bedrock. No exits. There are 2 enclosed layers of lava above it, and above the lava is the entrance to the next puzzle. So what items do I have to work with? 15 planks and 12 string. Now this seems impossible, but I think I know the glitch I need to get out of this room. It's the squilly glitch, but actually pulling it off won't be simple at all. I'd have to build the squilly setup at the top of the room, and if you thought my limited supply of blocks was bad now, I need to use up 4 planks just to make a crafting table, 5 planks to make a boat, 3 planks and all the string to make the bed, leaving me with only 3 planks to make slabs. So how are you supposed to build 50 blocks up with just 9 blocks? Well, you multiply it by 5.5. Yep. That's the solution. See, after some
place down a slab and then
turn all of these blocks into 5.5 blocks. And it all comes down to every escape room creator's favorite item, the boat. It isn't obvious right away, but once you see it happen, it's very obvious. You just have to build 5 blocks up, place the boat, and then recollect everything else. This just happens to be the furthest above you a boat can be before it's just out of clicking range. And you might be able to see the pattern from here. The crafting table and chest can be used on even multiples, and the slabs can be used on either even or odd multiples. Of course, as time progresses, you run out of blocks to do the nerd pull part with, but you can still do it on smaller increments. I'm realizing only now it would have made a lot more sense to craft the bed later so I could use the blocks now. Long story short though, I just barely made it to the top of the room and built this squilly setup, so after I fall and die, I respawn above the 2 layers of lava. If you're not sure how that works, basically... There, if you have any questions, just remember what I said in slow motion. The next objective is to build 15 blocks up with just 10 planks. That's enough to use slabs, right? Wrong, because after making the crafting table, there's only enough for 12 slabs. That won't do. In fact, here's a list of everything I can make. Any ideas? Well, you can technically infinitely scale a wall with ladders or trapdoors, but doing that 15 times in a row would require dream luck. Here's a hint. The map is on 1.18. Yeah, that hint didn't help me either until I was briefed on the door glitch. Apparently in 1.18 Java, if you put a door in your offhand, at the exact same time you right-click, you place the door and keep it too. Well, not really. It's a ghost block, but a ghost block you can stand on. So you can do this glitch again and keep all the doors. And again, as many times as you want, and build a staircase out of the top half of a door. I am walking up non-existent doors. How have I never heard of this glitch before? Well, that was exciting. After I got to the top, I saw a crawl tunnel and quickly learned a more interesting application of the door glitch. You can get into ghost crawl mode. Now, since the door isn't really placed, you aren't really in crawl mode, yet by Minecraft logic, you still have the crawl perspective, so I'm able to open containers I couldn't have opened before. Ghost crawl mode is kind of like a weird version of Rage Hacks, but in vanilla Minecraft. Okay, hopefully the confusing part's all over. I'll use the ample I got from the dropper to get into real crawl mode and then crawl into the final section. There are 2 paths in this room. A hallway in the ceiling blocked by barriers and a portal. The portal leads to a small closed-off room with a barrier window with a bed on the outside.
Take a break with the videos. Mm, 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 mm. Ah, crap. I don't know why. Now it's kind of interesting thing to say. I think about 10 days or at the end of this month, I'm going to start. I'm gonna take like a 3-5 day break to go start cataloging my coins. Forgot to say announcement. See all those little blue things with holes in them? Those are coin albums. I have most that I need, and I'm going to begin filling my coin collection. I'm missing $9.50. I need more silvers. So 40% silver. 67. Yeah, 65. Both are fully minted. Here, want my proof? Normal one, silver one. They're lighter. They have a lighter pink, but silver ones are heavier. Those $half are probably worth like $6 a piece. And this one banker, I may or may not have struck a minor little friendship with a banker teller. She offered me those when I came into the bank. Yes, this is great because guess what? Now I have a homie, a buddy. I have 2 banker friends now. Ow. Man, this headset charges fast. Oh, we finally gained some subs back. Oh, we did. Let's go. GG's. I was at 200 subs and I lost one. I don't know why. I lost 6 or 4 or whatever. No, 5. One more. 2,000. 2,200. I cannot wait till the end of... no, actually, no. Please don't take that. Please, time. Do not do that. Please take your time, but no. I don't want to zoom up, but at the end of the month, I should acquire all the books I need to finally categorize my collection of coins. I have... that china cabinet in my basement is so perfect. That space up there, I can use for anything. I just need a nickel book, another Washington Quarters book, a Washington State Park National Quarters. I would buy a book for the woman collection, however... oh, hey, look. Wait, you weren't subbed? I thought you were subbed. I swear to God. Well, I guess we're at 200 back again. Thank you. Thank you so much. There's... alright, how are we gonna work with this room? Dude, I'm listening to Spotify. There's a song that I just rolled in. It was called Learn to Fly by Foo Fighters. And this is actually a pretty impactful song to me. My dad partially listened to it because if you don't know, a while ago, years ago, my dad suffered from a condition known as vertigo. A condition in which the brain reacts to pressure. I don't know exactly what it is, but I know its effects. like a pressure wave once. It was so bad, my dad crawled back to my house. He crawled 100 feet from his garage to my house from a pressure wave, and it was bad. So bad he had to get removed. Well, during the removal, there's this bone, I think, at Cosberg. I'm not too sure. Now, there's something in the brain you remove to get rid of vertigo. However, my dad had a stroke, and he had to learn how to walk again. So, hold on. I think one. I forgot. I don't know if it's learn to fly. I think it's I forgot which one it was. Yeah, I forgot what song it was, but there was, I don't know if it was Learn to Fly, but there was a song my dad listened to help him back up, to kind of give him strength. One of the funny things about when he was walking is that the nurses were like, "Oh, there's Mr. Abbott walking down peacefully through the hospital," when they didn't know this, but he was listening to Rammstein, and it's like hardcore metal. like, and speaking of that, you know what one of my favorite things about Rammstein is that if you're like me and you do not speak like German, you do not know what the world they are saying. And most of the time when Rammstein is singing, they've got some very, especially if it's Lindemann, like on the German-speaking albums, it's some very notoriously disgusting stuff. You don't know what they're saying, but it's awful. Suscaravel, Susan. There's a more likely than not chance tomorrow that I will not be streaming. I'm working full shift. From 9 to 8. I'm working, or I end at like 11 and a half hours. I've never worked that long of a shift before. It'll take my manpower to get it through. I will do it, and I will not give up. I mean, the good thing about it is that there's how my work is. It's going to be divided into two main hurdles. The first wave is kind of like 4 hurdles. First is the first wave. My boss will cook stuff, and he will start putting the stuff that he used to cook into my station, and it'll pile me with stuff. Plus, the early guests that have been eating for the past 2 hours will leave all their stuff in the carts, or they will get all their stuff put into the carts, which means I'll have to clear that out. Then, soon after that, wave 2, lunchtime. Lunchtime is the most active part of, or is one of the most active parts of the day. People will come in and mob the place. I have literally worked there, and it was mobbed. I mean, there was no seats. These people had to wait like half an hour just for a seat to clear up. Then, after like 12 o'clock, things start to simmer down. And then it starts to kind of simmer up a little bit at 3, and then at like 6 is when the final third wave will hit. And after that, I have to clean all that stuff. Now, after the third wave, the 4th hurdle begins cleanup time. Trash needs to be removed and put into the dumpster. There are 2 large trash cans and 1 small one. These bags need to be replaced after they have been disposed of. Second, all dishes need to be cleaned, every last one. Every fork, every mug, every plate needs to be washed thoroughly, and then the station needs to be cleaned down. Oh, by the way, the reason why the 4th hurdle is so bad, I'm supposed to get up at work at 8, but I get up like 8:30 to 9. So here's the thing. That trash is heavy. You have to get that out. Plus, tack on to the fact that that we have to dispose of foods, and we use these gallon tubs, and we need to I have to clean them out at the end of the day, which is a little bit of a hurdle to overcome in and of itself. However, I will be handsomely rewarded for my work. That's a good build hack. Instead of doing this, you could build on the side, and you can have the sign. I'm gonna do that, actually. It is a little bit difficult. However, I will be handsomely rewarded with money. Too bad I didn't work the 4th of July. However, let's see, 4 hours. I'm gonna be working almost triple. So instead of making like $60, that's gonna be like that's gonna be like $180 a day right there. That money will replenish the money that I've spent collecting half dollars. Plus, we'll replenish the money from books, and it will replenish the money I've spent with fuel. So, let's see, 40 plus, my God, 100. That could replenish all the money I've spent in half dollars, fuel, and some of the books that I've bought, or most of the books I bought. That is that's a day right there. All my money I spent can be repaid right there. I think I have like $800. I need to be very careful. I could get about $600 by the end of the month. That's another car payment. The $800 could be divvied. $900. Like, they have like $1,000, $1,100. It sounds like a lot, but in adult terms, that's actually not really that much money. I can only pay. It sounds like a much, but I can pay 2 car payments with that, which is not the best. Although it is pretty nice. I need to set around about, let's see, 500, 250, 850. I need 900, set around $900 off for the order of box, for the order of coins I've placed. Yeah, that's right. I've ordered a ton of coins, and they're going to be shipped to Bloomington, Illinois. Then, on Wednesday, on Tuesday, I have to go get a dentist appointment. Maybe I can cheese Heartland for another. Nah. Gotta go with my dad if I had to do that. My dad has an account there. Yeah. Man, within like 15 minutes, 25 minutes, I just charged half my battery, or a quarter of it at least. After this, I have one, two, three, 4, 5, 6. 6 blocks to fill. Imagine if I could clutch it by getting these all done today. You know, it's 3. For our next color, I'm gonna reset and go to red. Alexa, what's 15 times 11?
15 times 11 is 165.
$165. Yeah, I can. Let's see, today's the 7th. 8th is tomorrow. 9th is Sunday. Monday is 10th. Monday is 10th. Tuesday is 11th. Wednesday is 12th. And Alexa, do I have any shipments available? July 26th. Okay, so I have 12. I have 2 weeks. I get the boxes of coins 2 weeks from when I stop getting books. You know, Amazon used to be a book company until they shifted into products. Interesting. Mm. I think before dinner, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna do the that before dinner, maybe, hopefully. And when I come back, I want to try to do this and this. I doubt I can do it, but I'm gonna try to get this block done today. I'm gonna get at least like this. I'm gonna this block. Finish it up by 4:15, I guess. It's 3:52 by the way. Finish this. Try to finish these 2 blocks before supper. Oh my god. How is this mic so sensitive? Sorry, trying to figure out how to. Hey. Okay. There's no way. Okay. Oops. So open chest with carpet on it. that's not. Crap, I made it one block lower than I should have. I think I've been placing spruce doors here. Yep, I have. Way to catch myself. Silly me. Oh, I can't waterlog or lava log blocks yet. I remember when waterlogging blocks, like before that, everything was just so ugly. Ooh. Yay, another house built. Let's see, we built this one, those three. We built 5 houses today. That's pretty good. Oops. Lighthouse is on this one if anyone was so pleased. At the very least, I can see myself getting that done by the end of the day. Like all the way up to these 3 plots I see here. I think that pounding upstairs is my mom cooking dinner. It's just one of those like big punchy things, I guess. I don't know how to say it. It's like the thing you push and you slam down and you put food under it and it like grinds. It like smashes it into like pieces. You probably get what I'm talking about. Ugh. No, I'm gonna take my dinner break right now. Okay, so when I go back, I wanna try to get these 3 plots filled in. And then I think Sunday my goal. Okay, so by Sunday I wanna get everything filled in, this little park built. I don't know about this. I might give it another day. But I did make that park over there, the hanging lantern park, within a day, so I probably could work with this. See ya. Bye.